him, isn't it? And Scott the Antarctic, isn't it?
Yeah, Art of the Scantarctica, yeah, that's him.
And there's me on a good day. Very good painting.
They're talking to each other behind camera here.
Yeah, look, there's another fucking thing.
So you get to see me and him, and they're doing all the...
Yeah,
Alright,
here's Miss Boring, look, there she is. Right.
Now you both actually sat together, what do you actually remember about meeting? What's the first meeting between the pair of you?
I remember him walking in the room at Butlins in the afternoon, when no fucker used to be there. It was one of the people who used to walk up these one stairs, walk along the end and go out, and he walked in and walked up. And I've always thought ever since then that people have that look. If they come and see us today at Soundcheck, there's a look people have that they don't have on a gig, and he just looked. I thought, cocky sod.
Go on. I remember it differently to that. You see, as quite often happens with his memories and my memories. I remember we were rehearsing before any campers were there. We just finished in the Gaiety Theatre, and I heard this noise from across the way, and I went across and just, it sounded fantastic. And there they were rehearsing. That's how I remember it. I remember it was in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was in the afternoon.
I don't think there was anybody on site at the time anyway.
No?
But that's how I remember it anyway.
Yeah, it's probably right.
And then we just sort of tried it up from there really, and we spent the
slept
whole...
in phone boxes, slept in a fucking
we spent the whole summer season sort of really just hanging out and having fun, didn't we? We just had fun.
It was great. That's where you can see you're older, that youth is wonderful. We were just mild. I don't know what we were doing, didn't care what was going wrong. There didn't seem to be any problems. You just got up and got on with each day.
And we were hanging about in the coffee bar, right? Used to go for coffee. Didn't used to drink a lot in those days. Just used to go for coffee and smoke Kensingtons.
Yeah, and those these square hamburgers at Butlins, we used to fucking love them. They're obviously shite, but I used to love them. It was probably the best time of our lives being at Butlins, where you look back.
Well, we didn't have any problems. Neither of us had any problems in our lives. All we were doing, we were out there just playing music. We were happy. We didn't have a care in the world. We weren't worried about anything. Yeah. And we just enjoyed ourselves.
I think that's one of the things about being young and being in the band. You have this common thing from then on. It's us against the world. So you've always got this goal to get to. And I think, and this isn't necessarily a negative, but once we kind of made it, you'd hit one goal, and then when we made it, so I kind of remade it with Paper Plane and all that stuff, you kind of get, and now 50, 60 hits on, sometimes it is, I don't know, it isn't so much us against the world. You've achieved so much now, although there's this try to do more, try to do better. There seems to be this thing when you were younger, it was just us against the planet. It was far easier then.
Well, when I used to walk home from school, you used to have your duffel coat on your head. Your arms weren't in it or anything. You used to have your arm round your best mate, because you're my best friend at school. When I left school and went out into the real world, if you like, it's really fair to say that he was my first sort of adult pal, real proper friend outside being daft at school. He was my first real pal.
There is a picture of us, isn't there, with you?
It's a fantastic picture. I saw it the other day. Brought it to you.
You got the thing. You got the.
And then you said, "Yeah, I got it on my iPhone."
Yeah, but it's all
I'm
been
thinking I'm all knocked out because I found this first picture we ever had taken. And yeah, I've got it on my iPhone. Anyway, but
go on, Lil. Do you see Lil then?
Just great days.
That's Lil. When you see that, that's Lil.
Lil, that's my mum. Bless her heart.